Hello, everybody. I'm Jaret Reddick. And this is a podcast. Jaret Goes to the Movies. Hopefully you have seen or heard one of my many musical endeavors. And if you have, then you know how much I love movies. This is movie commentary with no movie knowledge. This podcast is me and my friend Rich talking about movies that we like. But my name's on it because I'm famous. This is Jaret Goes to the Movies. Still. Okay, we're starting now.
Do you know what I would like to do?
Shower with thunder.
Then, bang, we hit the city, baby. Dead on. For little drinks, little nightlife, little dancing. We throw a huge party. I mean, huge party. Everybody's invited. Women everywhere. All these girls, they're all there. Naked bodies everywhere. They all know my name. What?
Nobody likes us. Nobody.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. It's Jaret Goes to the Movies. My name is Jaret. With me, as always, is Rich.
Hi, Jaret.
And luckily, Casey.
Hello.
And here we are. It's a Sunday morning. I'm going to just put this out there, flat. Just going to say it. Me and Casey went to Mexico for a week. And I have a little bit of the Mexico stomach happening.
Montezuma's Revenge.
As well as I played poker until 5 o'clock in the morning at our at friend of the show, Tim Toole's house. And I feel like shit.
I feel great, though.
And Rich had brunch club until lunch club got there. And so he's feeling great right now. Casey, how you doing, baby?
I'm fine.
Yeah, you're looking great.
She
Thanks.
looks awesome.
You do. Oh, as always.
Yep.
As always.
I always get dressed up for the show.
Which is such a good thing to do. You know? Me too. Yeah, I just
She's classy as fuck.
I wish you guys could just know.
Put on my Sunday best. This week we're talking about the movie Weird Science, and gosh, we're back in 1985. We can't stay away from.
So weird.
We can't stay away from that fucking year. Two high school nerds attempt to create the perfect woman, but she turns out to be more than that. I'll say, written and directed by John Hughes. He wrote this movie in 2 days.
2 fucking days.
2 days. That's crazy.
And I believe it.
Yeah. Oh boy.
I believe it.
Here we go. Here we go. The movie stars Anthony Michael Hall, some other guy that played Wyatt, and Kelly LeBrock, also known as the really hot chick that Steven Seagal married and then beat the shit out of.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he did. That's why she has those lips like that. He just used to fucking punch her in the face before she went to work.
She didn't do the Kylie Jenner thing?
Just used her
And I
as a
shouldn't laugh.
fucking
That's
punching
terrible.
bag. Oh,
It's
it's
not.
not
Yeah,
be
that's
wise.
domestic
not
violence
good.
isn't funny.
It's not fucking funny, especially from. He knows karate.
Yeah.
Apparently, he also knows crazy.
He definitely knows crazy.
Crazy. And then that ponytail. What if I decided to just fucking start wearing a Steven Seagal ponytail?
I don't know. I wouldn't be around to have an opinion on it. So.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, we got that out of the way.
What does that mean? Let's dive into that.
Guys, I fucking absolutely love this movie. Every
awesome.
single line, every single scene in this movie is a grand slam.
And why?
Why?
Because every single scene has Anthony Michael Hall.
Well, there you go. Yeah,
he's amazing in this movie.
Kills it in this movie. Kills it, 100%.
Now, I do have Bill Paxton. Bill Paxton in this movie nails it too.
But they all have
Anthony Michael Hall.
Every single character has amazing lines, and I
think Wyatt could have been substituted out with literally any other actor.
I don't know, man.
Nah.
I don't know about that. I think that there's a few scenes with some bad acting from Wyatt.
I don't know. It has nothing to do with acting or bad acting. It's just it could have been anybody.
Maybe. I mean, I definitely think that he has a definite cast around him that carries the movie regardless of even
And this
what's
was
going
Robert
on.
Downey Jr. Without the Jr. at this point.
Yeah, exactly. We noticed
his
that too.
first real movie. He had been in a couple of things, but nothing.
Yeah.
With this kind of gravitas to it.
He and Anthony Michael Hall were real good friends at the time.
He obviously got something done to his teeth because his teeth were fucking.
I noticed that too.
Yes, they were terrible.
Fucking
He had a
terrible.
little gap.
Yeah.
Yes.
But like gaps in between areas that shouldn't have gaps.
Yeah, just weird.
Something going
He
on.
turned out all right, guys. It's fine.
Oh yeah,
He did
he's
fine.
fine. Yeah,
He
we
did
shouldn't
fine.
feel sorry for him at all.
At all. No, he's doing good.
He's doing okay.
It just fucking takes waking up upstairs in somebody else's house on fucking all the drugs. And maybe his teeth just got fucking fixed automatically.
Or maybe he got him knocked out in prison.
No, he was in seclusion unless he did it himself.
Oh, okay.
What would you do if you were in like fucking
read
in prison? You just read all.
I would just read constantly.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've already thought about it.
I'd probably get into prison tattooing, but sometimes they have barbershops and stuff.
Yeah, because you won't get any STDs prison tattooing.
I'm not a tattoo myself.
Okay.
All right.
Knock it off, guys. I would just masturbate. Just all the time.
Oh, I thought that was a given.
No, yeah. Well, that's what I.
Well, I do that too.
You said you were just going to.
I didn't know we could only pick one.
I know
thing.
for a fact that Jaret would accept the blowjobs.
Oh,
accept blowjobs?
Yeah, and teabagging.
I would actually.
It's like my band.
I would look closer for like older dudes though that would just give me gum jobs.
Oh God.
I like to. I just like, hey, come over here and gum my fucking nuts.
I take back everything that I just
Wait, is that you saying this in that weird?
Yeah, I'm gonna develop a fucking New York accent.
Prison
accent. Get over here and gum my fucking nuts.
That makes you tougher or something.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
That sells the deal.
Get the fuck out of here. Come and gun my fucking nuts. That's gonna be a whole thing. I can wait. I don't even want this to happen.
Yeah.
All right.
At all.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
So on the opening scene, let's talk about that. Obviously, a very classic scene. You know that I did not realize until watching it that they're essentially foreshadowing the whole movie.
Yeah, the whole movie.
So I didn't really put that together until today.
Right.
That the whole idea of showering with a girl, having a huge party, everybody's there kind of thing.
Going out on the town.
Going out on the town.
Well, he wrote it in 2 hours, so he wrote the first line and he goes, well, I'll just make the whole
that's
movie.
it. Yeah, that's it. So I wrote this, we'll just make that happen. That's it. And we'll throw in a fucking Ferrari that says Gary on it.
Right. Do you remember where you were when you watched this?
Yeah, totally. I mean, I went and saw this at the theater with my friend Mike Leach. I mean, we would constantly do bits from this movie all the time. I mean, like the deal in the shower where they get in and you know, I think this girl's looking for a high game blowjob for me. Like, I mean, we would do that shit all the time.
Do you have the dialogue from that? Because I couldn't understand a word they were saying.
What do you want to do? I don't know. What about Lisa? I don't know. I say we get something for these two, whatever. They go back. I don't know. I just know the blonde was looking for a high grade blowjob for me. And
he like smiles real quick.
Yeah, and the big smile. And then they come up the shower, and it's obviously, you know, Lisa played a mean trick.
The less attractive girls?
Yeah.
Is that how we say that?
Yeah,
now?
but you're dropping wolf bait in here, and there's chicks outside. Let's get into this motherfucker.
You know, it's not a bad idea.
What?
15 minutes, the storm should be at its height.
Making a girl.
How about the computing, Casey? How did you feel
Oh
about
my
the
God.
computing?
I died. The first time I saw this movie was with a boy. It was downstairs about 3 hours ago. I just saw this movie. I've never seen it.
Oh, that was me.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't know what she was talking
I was
about.
being sarcastic.
Me, yeah.
I just saw it. I've never seen
Yeah.
this movie until today. I don't know. I had to ask him. I'm like, did this ever look like super high tech? He said, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's just
It
so
totally
funny.
did.
It's fucking NORAD shit.
The funny thing was though is that like she goes, "Did they have the internet?" And I go, "No." And then they're
Sort
doing
of.
the dial-up modem thing, and I remember
Sort
that
of,
shit.
yeah.
You could do that.
I had one.
Yeah, me too.
You
With
could
my Commodore
dial
64.
up to like boards. There were like boards you could kind of dial
Yeah.
into. And
Yeah.
You could dial other computers and stuff. This was 1985. This was in Kansas when I was.
When you were popular.
We were popular.
Yeah, but I didn't see this movie. I don't remember when I saw it. It was probably on one of my hookup and swap party videotapes.
With your mom. You
Yeah. By the way, hook up and swap. We do need to explain each time in case there's new. It's not what it sounds like. It's not like they were
It's
living
not.
in a fucking neighborhood.
My
where-
parents had hookup and swap parties.
Right. But that was where they hooked each other's VCRs up
Correct.
and swapped movies.
Right.
Not they didn't
Wait,
swap
what were
each
you
other.
thinking?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Hook up and swap sounds very much like
They
were
put keys in a bowl. They went in.
Exactly.
They sat the kids all in
Whatever.
front of the VCRs. They
Exactly.
went into other rooms.
Yep.
A few hours later, they came back.
And you had a new dad.
Everybody had a really great smile on their face,
I don't think
except
I've ever.
for one unlucky lady.
No, I rarely feel super young when I see these movies because I don't know. I think I have a pretty extensive movie knowledge and I've seen a lot of them, and I can't believe I've never seen this movie. And I really did feel like I was a 5-year-old watching it. I mean, these are the questions like, did y'all have internet then?
Some of
What
it
is
was
that thing?
some of it was overtly silly. I mean, when they're breaking into the fucking military computer.
There is no reason to have science in this at all. The science behind this was just stupid. And I was like, the whole time I'm watching it, I'm going, why did I dismiss this as being okay? Why didn't I say this is the dumbest thing ever? Because none of the science is not, I mean, of course it's silly.
Because it's hilarious.
No, I understand that. But the only way I could justify this in my adult brain was to go, this was a fairy godmother in a fantasy.
Yeah.
Not they actually did some weird thing and hooked into NORAD, and NORAD gave him the power to make this happen in some scientific way. You have to look at this as an adult, not as a teenager, but as an adult, you have to look at it. This is a fairy godmother story.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, you know, it's a
because she didn't even want to have sex with, you know, it was mostly about getting these kids on the right path, sending them through into adulthood with the confidence that they needed and they should have because they're good kids, blah, blah, blah. When you look at it like that, it to me, it made more sense, and I could care less about the sciencey part that was just ridiculous. It's like they didn't even need to get into NORAD.
They needed more power and data.
Yeah, that's right. I can't believe this. I can't believe this is all you could do. It's so funny. The funny thing is the doll is hooked up in the bedroom, but she appears in the bathroom.
Right.
And then the I break for women door.
The whole bendy door thing.
Yeah. Just what the fuck is happening? But the whole idea of her having magic powers is just silly too.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's again why you have to go, this is just a fairy godmother fantasy tale.
Yeah.
That she's, you know, in the fantasy world, she sees these kids are crying out for help. They're doing this sciencey thing. Then she just comes down from her fantasy world and bestows the magic. Because it's just magic.
It's just magic. It's magical.
When you look at it like that, it's perfectly fine. It fits into every other fantasy fairy godmother tale we've all seen growing up, and it perfectly works for me.
Yeah.
In that mindset.
And she was fun to look at.
And she's a little fun to look at.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm not talking about digging up a dead girl, Wyatt. I'm talking about your system, idiot, your computer. Okay, look, you know how you're always talking about how you can simulate all that stuff in your computer? You know? What's the difference? Why can't we simulate a girl?
I don't know. I guess I could, but why? It's two-dimensional on the screen. It's not flesh and blood, Gary.
Well, I know that, but you know we can use it. Why? We can ask it questions. We can put it in real life sexual situations and see how it reacts. Like real sick, demented shit. You'd love it.
Well, what about your girl in Canada?
She was in Canada. This girl's no morals. You know, I don't like that girl. It's rough having those kind of relationships. You'll see.
I had to put that in there.
That's so good.
The Canada thing.
Yeah, that's a reoccurring John Hughes thing as well.
I disagree with their decision on the breast size.
Oh, yeah, because you're like a big boob guy.
Yeah, because I was like, yeah, you're on it. And then they went back to and I was like, you lost me.
Yeah, but I feel like they...
But she is really hot.
It worked out okay.
She was fucking really hot. I mean, so, yeah, all right, I'll let the boob thing go.
No, we can get into the boob thing. I don't know how many times
if you're
I've
designing a girl...
Anything more than a handful, you're risking a sprained wrist.
Sprained thumb, I thought he said.
I thought he said sprained tongue.
I thought he said tongue at first. But...
So I always said wrist, but it's thumb, I believe.
Is it thumb? Okay.
Yeah.
I told you why. I mean, if there's one thing I know, it's female stats. I mean, anything bigger than a handful, you're risking a sprained tongue.
It does say tongue.
No, it says thumb.
Gosh, it's a hard to understand. Tongue. It does sound like tongue.
Yeah, apparently it's a controversy, but yeah, it's.
Is it?
It's a thumb.
No, well, we're fucking controversial, Rich.
Wow.
Yeah, man. This whole thing is just silly, right? It's just silly.
It's silliness. And I didn't realize. I didn't remember how fast we got into. We have now a magic girl. I mean, it was in the first 5 minutes of the movie.
Yeah, and this one to me is again, it's happening a lot with these movies that we're going back and watching to where they seemed way longer than they are. It's again like where this one got me is like, wait, we're already at the house with the party thing? Like,
yeah.
what? I mean,
the party was half the movie.
I thought there was more shit going on, but no.
This movie is so simple. We made the girl. They have the night out. They go to the mall, and then they have the party. That's it.
Yeah,
well,
it's the whole movie.
The opening scene.
Yeah, well, and then the meeting of the parents, which is we'll get into that at some point.
God. She's alive! Alive!
So, what would you little maniacs like to do first?
She looked really good in that outfit.
Is that from an actual movie, the She's Alive thing? I mean, I realize that in Frankenstein or whatever. Like,
I think they added an S to what he said.
Okay.
I think he said he's alive, and
Right.
I think they
But
added
those
the
are
S.
actual scenes from
Yes.
the
That's
actual
the real, like,
Frankenstein
million
movie?
years ago.
Interesting.
Frankenstein. I think so. Actually, you know what? Now I don't know. Now I'm second guessing myself. I assumed that they were the actual movie scenes. Here's the thing.
Yeah,
You're famous.
that's true.
I do all the editing work and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So Casey, if she's going to be part of this, she's got to have a role other than just talking, because we all talk, so it's even there. So I think it should be a designated thing that she gets the beer. Now,
I fucking knew you were going to say that. I fucking knew that.
She usually gets the beer out of niceness. But
I don't do it out of
think-
niceness.
You do.
No, y'all just fucking ask me. Nobody ever go gets it themselves.
Right. You do it out of niceness. No?
No.
Okay. Well, I think we should make it a designated thing that her part of the podcast is getting the beer.
I'm glad you brought this up because this is not something I would say out loud.
No, you can't.
No, I
You're not allowed to.
I wouldn't do that.
This conversation is going to lead me to never get you a beer ever the fuck again.
Ever
I hope you know
again.
that. That's why Jared's being quiet, because he knows that you're literally sabotaging a
But
good
why
thing.
is that? Why is this out
A
of
good
bounds?
thing that you had.
But why is this
Watching the
out? I
beers
worked for
disappears.
like 18 hours on the podcast.
I'm
when
going to
you
go get
guys
the
are
beers,
like,
and I'm going to go drive to my mom's house and drink them. And y'all are going to have zero
I'm just
beers.
saying, that-
Milo
it just
farted. Was
seems-
it Milo? Was it one of y'all?
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me. I'll tell you.
I actually might have to take a break. I think I'm going to puke.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
you do that.
Do
Then
you
I
want
can
me
get my own
to
beers.
Keep
I
this
guess.
rolling or press
Casey
stop?
doesn't want to be part of this podcast.
You're such a dick. You're the worst.
Right, I have two observations to make here before we continue on with the podcast. I just had to take a break to get some of the Mexico out of me, and these are the two.
Can you explain that?
These are the two observations that I'm going to make here. Okay, one, it is amazing how much better you feel after you puke. I mean, it's crazy. It's like night. Do I even look like I have more color? I feel I got a bump to my step. Is that a
Yeah.
thing?
No.
Skipping your step?
Skip a step. Oh, funny thing about this. Thank you for reminding me because I wanted to point this out. In Weird Science, when she goes hi and the party goers come in, half of them are fucking skipping. Into
Like
the
they're
door.
12?
Yeah, exactly. So it was like he was like, everybody look more excited. I don't know, skip
So
or
they
some
skip,
shit.
and they
And everybody
skip.
starts. Here's the other thing that I just found out, Case.
Yeah.
This is our daughter's toilet seat.
Why did you do it in her bathroom?
Well, I couldn't. I'm not.
She's the only kid you have that fears throw up, and you go to her bathroom to
You
throw
will
up.
never tell her that I threw up in her room.
I
Ever.
will tell her.
You will not.
I will hold that over your head.
That you can fucking do that all you want. I'll figure some shit out on you for sure.
What's wrong with her toilet seat?
It's fucking different than all the other ones in the house. It's round instead of like oblong. So like it's a harder target to hit with your puke. But also like it's a different sort of seating situation when it's coming out the other end. I did both, by the way.
I don't feel like any of this should go in there.
We could have
No,
skipped
this
that
has
part.
to go into the thing. This is how I feel, guys. People need to know.
This is
we
about a
don't want-
movie.
We don't want to.
I was dropping wolf bait in there, and there were chicks outside. Light a match or something. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
If you're gonna fart, if you're gonna squeeze cheese, I'll hit the fan.
Disgusting.
That's in the movie, babe.
I know it is. I know what you're saying. It's still gross.
Fast man. Let me tell you my story, man. Last year, I was insane for this crazy little 8th grade bitch. Okay?
Crazy, insane?
Insane? Crazy?
I was nuts for the woman, man. Now you gotta believe me. I'm serious. I'm telling the truth here. I'm speaking to you. I mean, I was nuts for the girl. And what did it to me was these big titties she had. For a 13-year-old girl, man.
For a 13-year-old girl.
This for the rest of her life, boy. You know she was set and she was looking good, son.
That's the truth, baby.
I called every night for like a month. I mean, I'm talking devotion, man.
Every damn night?
Every damn
Every
night.
night, Mitch.
On the telephone?
On the telephone?
This boy talking about on the telephone, man.
Man, it's
What the hell? Goddamn, we know there's a telephone, boy. What the hell thing I doing?
But he hung up on her.
Oh, you didn't hang up on her. The chick with those big titties?
Man, I'm not gonna be-
Man, you know, now here's the capper. You know what the bitch
The
did to
capper.
Look at him.
me? Check this shit out. Listen to what she did to me. She
Need you in the nuts and called him faggot in front of everybody.
She did what? Bitch needs your nuts?
bitch need my nuts, bitch. I'm not playing with y'all either, man.
In the family jewel.
The family jewel, man.
Worst pain
Man,
there is.
broke my heart in two.
Broke more in your heart. So here's the thing. If Anthony Michael Hall,
Yes.
if there was, and I remember thinking this when he was on Saturday Night Live, I'm like, why in the fuck is he on Saturday Night Live? He shouldn't even have had to have auditioned. He should have just shown them this scene.
Right.
And then the chicks cannot hold his smoke from fucking Breakfast Club. And you're just in. Because it's the fucking funniest thing ever. You know? I mean, holy crap. So you missed two things from this scene that I don't think they would have translated, but obviously where he goes, what's a beautiful lady like you doing with a maraca like this? And he's just like, she's into maracas, Dino.
Yeah.
But my favorite, and this is one of my favorite scenes of all time, and this is why I think maybe you don't give Wyatt enough credit, because the delivery in this one line where he goes into the bathroom and the guys turn around and he's just like,
Oh, yeah.
hi, dudes. And then he walks into the stall and sits down and he just goes, well, god damn. And he's sitting on some dude's lap. That is genius. Oh, just the delivery of that scene to me is the reason why Wyatt was the best choice for that role.
One thing I noticed is she can't let someone fucking tell a story.
No, she just keeps. And also, all that happened was they were in the car, and he's like, "How about Lisa?" He liked a girl named Lisa once.
Right.
She kicked him in the nuts. And that's all that she knew. But then all of a sudden, she's adding to the story.
I know.
Like, how does she know that she called him a faggot?
Because she's a fairy godmother.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
But-
Out of all the things, that's what you can't figure out, like how she knew that detail.
Yeah. That and, turning on lamps with the snap of a finger and shit. I mean, because I want to
But
be
she's
able to
very
do-
impatient. She wants the story to keep going. She doesn't want any...
I get it. She's moving things along.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was dragging it on, and he was hammered.
He was
Yeah.
fucking hammered.
I love that they leave the lines in, though, where he's got the cigar in his mouth and he's it's inaudible. Like, you can't even fucking understand what he's saying. And they're just like, fuck it, leave it, man. It makes sense. So good.
My favorite guy was the guy that has the completely bald head on top.
Yeah.
But it's afro
Yeah.
all around. That
Yeah.
guy's and he's a bartender
Yeah,
later
exactly.
on at the party.
Not the chick with those big titties.
Why don't I shove this up
Yeah.
your head?
I'll tell you what. You bend over, I'll shove it straight up your ass. On the rocks is fine.
That's what I thought you said.
Well, my nuts are halfway up my ass, but other than that, I'm perfect.
Oh my God, so good. At this point,
I was over the voice by this point.
yeah,
though.
okay, so that's what I'm gonna say. Like, I feel like at this point, I think he probably was too. He probably had everybody cracking up, and this is just like fucking just the best delivery he's gonna be able to get out there at this
Right.
point. But yeah, I agree with you. I don't feel like it. He don't even got his license, Lisa. I mean, really, it's okay. That's fucking funny, actually. I really like that.
And then they come home to Chet.
Dude, buttwad.
I hate this guy.
And who would have known that would be Bill Paxton to go on and do fucking Twister? And I think he lives around here, actually.
Oh, does he really?
I think he's got a place in Dallas. And
Wyatt teaches at Texas A&M.
Okay, so do you remember whenever there was another movie we were talking about, and you were talking about
Elliot,
how
E.T.
Elliot. So that's who I got him mixed up with, because
you were mentioning Wyatt. Okay.
Wyatt went to A&M.
Yep.
And like everybody would see him all the time. Be like, "You're Wyatt from Weird Science" or whatever. Because I mean, he didn't act anymore. I don't think. I mean,
it was like a couple things and done.
yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Well, he was in one other movie called The Chocolate War, and that's how he met his wife. Or he went out with his wife, didn't tell her that he was an actor until she goes, "My favorite movie is The Chocolate War," and he's like, "I was in that fucking
No
movie."
shit.
Yeah,
Is that true?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then they got married.
I didn't realize he was a professor down there, though. That's kind of cool.
He doesn't let people take pictures of him because he doesn't want people to know he's Wyatt or whatever.
Really?
Yeah, he doesn't like that whole comparison.
That's a whole thing. So I don't know, man. I think I'd be proud of it. And in every picture, I'd just go, "Well, god damn."
I'm telling Mom and Dad everything. I'm even considering making up some shit.
All right, so there are so many Chet lines that are in my vocabulary. Your stewed buttwad, obviously. Consider making up some shit. Your VCR should cover it. Those are my grandparents. I fucking say that shit all the time. It's so crazy.
How about a nice, greasy pork sandwich served in a dirty ashtray.
So here's a funny thing. His dad is a famous actor-producer guy. And that's what his dad used to say to him when he was really hungover.
My dad did that to me when I had like a legitimate stomach virus.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my
my dad. My father.
So, but I will have a tendency to say that to people who aren't feeling well. Not that you should say that to me right now.
No.
I don't know. A nice greasy pork sandwich doesn't sound that bad to me. I just don't really.
That's what soaks up all that shit.
Right. Yeah.
But
What
the
if
ashtray
it's
part.
like pork fat?
Oh,
It's the
okay.
ashtray
Now
part.
let's knock it off.
Okay.
But served in a dirty ashtray. It's his teeth too. Like his mouth is so
yes.
fucking weird.
Yes. It's
And just like
terrible.
everything he says is just. And that flat top haircut, man, it's all.
There should be, an orthodontist of some kind on the border of California. You can't go into California unless you get your teeth fixed.
They all found him.
You know what? I mean, maybe, but here's the thing. True story. Will Ferrell's teeth are fucked, and he, I think, was gonna fix them at one point and didn't. I don't think he would have.
Will
This.
Ferrell's teeth are fucked.
Oh man, his bottom teeth are fucked.
Bottom teeth don't really count. It's
I
the
look
top
at-
teeth.
I look at teeth a lot, like on people, and there's a lot of actors and actresses with like really crooked bottom teeth and weird teeth.
But who cares about bottom teeth? You
What
barely
do you
ever see
mean?
them.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, Will Ferrell looks like he's got like twice as many bottom teeth.
You see my bottom
Here to
teeth?
see- Yeah, I just did when you said, "Do you see my bottom teeth?"
Yeah, but right now?
No, but I mean, movie actors don't just stand there with perma smile all the time.
but still.
Yeah, but a lot of times they do.
A lot of times they do, Jared.
Have perma smile?
Yeah.
I don't.
I'm looking up celebrities with bad teeth right now. Apparently,
Tom Cruise has the worst teeth ever, and his teeth aren't jacked.
Kirsten Dunst has weird teeth.
Oh, she has horrible teeth.
Weird teeth, yeah.
The problem with Tom Cruise is he has a middle tooth. It's dead center. He has one tooth that's
It is.
in
It's
the
right
middle.
under his nose.
It's right fucking in the middle. That's the worst thing. It's like his whole mouth is shifted over a tooth, and so or half a tooth, and so Google it now.
I heard he was going to get it fixed, but the dentist was like, "This is an impossible mission."
Remember when Hillary Duff got her teeth like redone? She got like veneers or something, and they put them in like huge the first time. Did y'all remember that?
Who?
No, it's a huge
Who?
thing. Hillary Duff. She got them fixed since then, but she got like fake teeth. She got like veneers or something, and they made them like giant, and her whole mouth was just teeth. And anyway, they fixed them. She's
Like
fine
Baba
now.
Booey. So let's talk about this.
No, let's do this real quick.
Whoa!
I want to see. Is it Tom Cruise?
Yeah,
Holy shit!
Okay, I
it's
want to
just
see that.
right in the middle.
It's weird, right?
Yeah, it's just fucking weird. His tooth is right in the middle. It's just his whole mouth is just a half a tooth over, so that one of the two front teeth are directly centered under his nose.
That's fucking crazy. If you're listening to this, you got to
You've never
Google
noticed
picture.
that before?
No.
It's gonna bug the shit out of you for the rest of your life. Now.
Yeah, no, I would have never noticed that.
Yep.
I think it was a dream.
What?
Everything last night, Lisa. The whole thing, it had to be a dream.
It can't be a dream, why? We're both in it. How can two people have the same dream?
In your dream, did I get up in the middle of the night and yak in your sink? No.
Must have been a dream then.
I guess it was a long, orgasmic, wet dream. Everything's put back together, but remember when they are creating or whatever and all this shit's going crazy and he comes with the baseball bat and he's about to hit the computer and Wyatt just goes, "No, it was a Christmas present."
Yeah. So the music, did you notice the music they were playing was Halloween, right?
I didn't notice that. No, I did notice a lot of good stuff on the soundtrack.
Oh my God.
I
got Rat, Wanted Man.
Why the fuck did they insert the picture of David Lee Roth when they were making the girl? And then why does only right here on Dave TV just come up on the computer screen?
Because they wanted
I
her
guess.
that
Is that what it was?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh my gosh,
They
she could do
They put in Einstein too, right?
Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah, so she could do a karate kick and think really well.
You spit in this?
Every time I take anything from anybody, I have to say that all the time. It's, "You spit in this?" Fucking say it all the time.
I actually use that
Yeah.
line quite a bit.
You got to. One of the things I was going to talk about was their ages and how. So, and to me, the kids look older than 14, 15 is what they're playing. They actually are that age. So at the time that they're filming, Wyatt's 14 years old.
What?
Yeah, in real life. He's born in 1969. And
Well, what? Are they freshmen?
so, yeah, they'd have been like freshmen in high school. And Anthony Michael Hall was born in 1968. So if they were filming this in 1984, You know, they were 15 years old, 15.
Wow.
And so there's a thing where
Andy Michael Hall is, like you mentioned the last time, he's so tall.
Yeah.
He's like towers.
But in the kissing scene with Kelly LeBrock, apparently the Wyatt character shoved his tongue down her throat and she threatened to kick his ass.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's a true story. So maybe that's why he got out of acting.
Well, the first time they kissed, he didn't even move his mouth. Like, he did not move it once.
Right. Yeah. But
And then
they get there.
yeah, but I didn't see tongue, though. But maybe they cut that part out.
Oh, I'm sure they did.
Because she got pissed, I
Yeah,
guess.
apparently he got carried away, it says.
Why? Okay. I mean, he's like a fucking kid. Why would she get mad about it?
I don't know. I mean...
Are you saying that she deserved to get hit by Steven Seagal? Is that what you're saying? maybe she was just a bitch.
Maybe so. But anyway, she's playing a 23-year-old.
And I'm just kidding. No one deserves to get hit in
Nobody.
the face.
No.
No one's saying
Stop
such
it.
a thing.
No. Stop it. Let's see how old she is in real life, though. Because she's playing a 23-year-old.
Right, yeah.
And she was born in 60. Yeah, so she would have been like 25 years old. Gosh, everybody just looks older in the movie than what they're playing.
Yeah.
Because even even the Bill Paxton character, when Casey saw him, she's like, so his older brother is like 40? and he was born in 55, so he would have been 30 at the time, playing the brother back from college.
I went to Keller this weekend and hung out with my parents, and I watched this with my parents, and my mom made a comment. She was like, her face is so flawless. Like, she has it's so perfect. Mm-hmm. Like, and I was like, yeah, I guess there's no blemishes whatsoever. Like, the other two teenage girls had plenty of, normal acne cover-up kind of stuff, you could tell.
Right.
But her face was perfect.
Yeah, have you made the mistake of Googling a recent picture of her?
She definitely aged.
She does not look like that anymore.
Some plastic
surgery. She's
done.
had some work done. It's
a shame.
I like the older chicks.
Ladies,
me, but,
don't get work done.
No, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Hey, that looks pretty good. Now make yourself one. Dickweed.
It's so good. I mean, like, again, I just feel like until you get to the Road Warrior scene, every line in the movie is just a winner.
Yeah.
It's just perfect. Every single line. So good.
That is a severe behavioral disorder. Those are women's underpants. I mean, the next thing you know, you'll be wearing a bra on your head.
Wyatt does have a nice ass.
He does. Yeah, he looks pretty good in those. Exactly,
It was a little disturbing because he looked kind of womanly in those.
He did a little bit. And when he first is seen in him, when he first gets up, I feel like he is Norma Wiener. And then in the kitchen scene, I feel like maybe it's patted a smidge.
Patted a smidge.
Just a little bit.
Just a smudge.
Maybe they put a little prosthetic in there. Not like fucking...
not a whole...
Nothing crazy.
Full-on sock.
Not like a Mark Wahlberg or anything.
Yeah.
But
not a prosthetic.
No.
But maybe
something.
just a...
little in there.
Well, they just kept... every time he took a step in that thing, they were just like all on his junk and
absolutely.
his dad. I'm like, I saw it. I don't need to see it anymore.
Right.
Thanks.
Yes. It's and now knowing that he was 14 years old, it makes it that much weirder.
It makes it even weirder, right?
Yeah.
For Christ's sakes, will you cover yourself?
Amazing.
He takes his towel off and gives it to him.
Yeah. So that's a big move on the Bowling for Soup bus, by the way. If you come out of the shower and you've got a towel on, for Christ's sakes, will you cover yourself is very common to hear, and someone will just hand you a towel. So that one has lived on.
Oh, that whole run. You spit in this. Now make one for yourself.
Yeah.
The underpants, and then would you cover yourself?
Yeah.
Which is
nonstop.
That's
a severe behavioral disorder. So good.
You guys looking for something for your mom?
I really don't think so, Sue.
You guys have girlfriends?
Sue, one does really not refer to a 23-year-old woman as a girlfriend.
Mistress, here.
Mistress.
Lover.
Sex
pot.
She's a sex pot, is what she is.
You guys are the ones that got beat up at the homecoming game, right?
Yeah, we'll take you to wrap. Susan, You're gonna wrap
Susan.
two of these two just, and hook yourself. So that'd be three cents.
3 cents.
3 cents. It's so good.
Do you have a bra to match that? Something in leather or rubber or barbed wire?
Give me a break.
Give me a break. So good. If you were a 15-year-old boy, would you find these sexy? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Said like that. Oh my God.
But this is what. Okay, I actually had a problem with this scene because by the end of the movie, it's very clear that she had no intention of actually having sex with either of the kids.
Right.
And it was more about just getting them on the right path.
Yeah.
To be successful in romance and life and everything.
Absolutely.
So why is she then really in the mall looking for something to turn on a 15-year-old boy? You know what I mean? So that scene didn't really make sense to me because she wasn't planning on having sex with him. She, when they went to bed and he asked about gymnastics and she's like, oh, I was halfway through my gymnastics routine when you fell asleep.
Right.
I mean, you kind of knew that was the intent, was that they weren't really going to have sex. She had never intended to. It was just sort of to get him, like, I could have had sex.
And I see what you're saying, but I remember seeing it as a kid. And, I just feel like that there's some things maybe that were just sort of hinted at. Like maybe we didn't see everything. I mean, obviously she did have sex with him because that would be fucking crazy.
Right.
But I don't think that really entered my mind at the time.
Yeah, because we just wanted to imagine having sex with her.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what we were doing as kids that age.
Still, in this age.
Yeah, same. Yeah, same exact thing. But yeah, I see what you're saying. Let's talk about the clothes.
Yeah,
because even like the first night when they're going out,
right, going out, and they're like,
"Whoa!" But he's wearing Chet's suit, sipping on the juice box, and he just like, okay, now you're gonna have plenty of time to clean this up before your parents get home, all right?
Right.
So let's just go out there, and then they go, "Whoa! And just, where did we get that? You look good, all right?
He's amazing."
Yeah, so funny. But then by the time that they're at the mall, like.
Those clothes were pretty badass.
Clothes
though.
are getting a little crazy. How Robert Downey Jr. His outfit,
God, that was insane.
Insane.
With the shorts.
Yeah, with the shorts and the yellow socks, one pulled up, with the boot and the five layers.
That was full on 80s though. I mean, if you wore that in the 80s, they would go, "Wow,
yeah,
this guy knows something I don't know." Kind of thing.
I get it, but I don't think you could have gotten away with wearing that to school when I was a kid, at my school in Wichita Falls, Texas. Maybe in California.
Oh.
But if you went to a merry-go-round and bought that fucking exact outfit and showed up at school, people would definitely laugh at you.
In Wichita Falls, sure. I get that.
How about in Kansas? You could wear that? You could get away with that?
No, I told you. That's how I got popular. I came to a party, first day I was there, and I'm wearing jeans, a white untucked shirt, and I had a pink, shiny pink tie. And that's what fucking got everybody crazy.
Really? Yep. Just pink tied everybody?
It was fucking fuchsia. It was shiny fuchsia tie.
Just pink tied the shit out of everybody.
And everyone kept talking about it the whole night and weeks afterwards, and that's how I got popular.
Yeah.
Just because of that stupid choice.
Did anybody stick their finger in your butt that night?
No, I don't think so. I had to think about it.
Gare? For the first time in my life, I don't feel like a total dick.
Yeah, me either.
This is the best.
It is the best. Let's talk about how is it possible that much slushy came out of that one cup? It's like they dumped 7 buckets. It wasn't that big.
It was like a cooler full.
But also, like it's the funny thing about it is everybody just turns and starts laughing at them. It's in the mall. Like that would never happen.
Everyone's a dick.
Yeah, everybody in the mall is just a total fucking asshole. But his hair going back.
And he flips it with his hand, and then he keeps talking. Good. That was the best.
So good, man. And then, of course, but there is a cure. I hear they're having a white sale at Towel World. Let's talk about the where they're like, I'm sick of their shit or whatever. But when they're like, will you forgive us? Come on, please. And then they're doing the fucking little dance thing or whatever. Just wait. So so fucking good, man.
Oh my god.
So funny. Apparently the handshake they do, the Finsky, that thing,
Right.
apparently that was ad-libbed. So
Oh,
those
really?
two, I think those Robert Downey Jr. and the guy that played Max were
How would
were
you feel?
real good friends. They did like pranks. So apparently they would go and shit in people's trailers.
Oh, nice.
And leave it in there. And the rumor was that they did it in Kelly LeBrock's trailer.
Oof.
But he clarified on Howard Stern recently that did not happen.
Oh, okay.
They were, I think they were all fucking terrified of her.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she dates guys that beats up
Her. Yeah.
So
not that we condone that.
No, we do
at
not.
all.
Not at all. So how would you feel if you're Max, the better looking of the two, and your career sucked ass while Robert Downey Jr. took off and he's Iron Man?
You know, I don't think that his career sucked.
It's pretty
No,
sucky.
he's done a lot of stuff, actually. Yeah, he
Not
has.
Iron Man stuff.
No, but who the fuck has done Iron Man stuff?
Robert Downey Jr.
You know, but you got to think about Robert Downey Jr.'s career is fucking crazy. I mean, he did a bunch of movies
crazy.
and a bunch of drugs. But dude, that the other guy is a working actor. He's been in stuff every year
As like a guest star.
Yeah,
Not like great. General Hospital. Actually, he's been on General Hospital since 2004.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a long fucking time. So
I wouldn't say this
let's
guy's
talk about
career is
that, though.
great.
No.
I think he's a working
No,
actor.
dude, soap opera gigs are fucking good. That's why nobody ever leaves them. Dude, seriously,
Is that
like
why?
the soap operas I watched when I was a kid. Like I told you this earlier.
I thought it was
in
because they
another
wanted to live in
podcast.
New York.
No, in another podcast I told you, like I fucking turned on it's like you could not watch it for 15 years and just turn it on and you just know exactly what's going on and who everybody is. It's great. They just all they have a lot of facelifts on soap operas, by the way.
Yeah.
Like there's just a guy on staff. He just he just staples your ear to the back of your head once a day and you're all good. You call it good. You go home. The other thing is that we didn't talk about was another throwback to Breakfast Club was that Shermer High School was actually the name of the high school in both movies.
Oh,
so
are you
in
fucking
Breakfast
serious?
Club and in
I didn't
Weird
even
Science.
notice that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
So Shermer is actually a fictional town where like John Hughes puts a lot of his.
So this is supposed to be in Chicago also then?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's Illinois. I don't know if it's.
Is he from Illinois? Because Vacation's Illinois also.
Yeah, again, I think what it says is that Shermer, the fictional town in which John Hughes movies are set, is actually the name of a street that runs through several of the communities that Hughes used to use as backdrops to his film. So in the scene, the opening scene of Wyatt's bedroom, there's a big YNT poster. You remember that band? Apparently, John Hughes was a big YNT fan. So for all the metal fans out there, that's some good trivia for you to look for.
I got in an argument with my first guitar player about who did the song 10,000 Lovers.
TNT. Yeah.
And he was saying it was YNT. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's fucking TNT.
Yeah.
And so we had to go dig up the proof and bring out that. So apparently YNT has a song called 10 Lovers.
Huh.
Yeah.
I don't know if I know that song.
I don't either. It was an obscure song, but apparently he knew about it, but he got it mixed up with 10,000 Lovers, and so that hence the argument.
He's a fucking asshole.
That fucking dick.
By the way, there's a party tonight at Wyatt's house.
Lise, come on, hun. We're running late. Honey. It's so good.
He can't. He's driving like up on the curb.
Exactly. They're fucking 14 years old. Like all of a sudden they have Ferraris and Porsches and shit. Crazy.
Yeah. So they're going to have the party, and then apparently she has to go and get Gary from his parents' house. So
you know how I told you that in theater, every 6 weeks you'd have to do a scene. So I did this scene, and then, of course, everybody else started doing it. And it was me, and then a kid named Jeff Hyman played my dad.
Jeff Hyman?
Hyman.
His name is Hyman?
Yeah. Why?
No reason.
Jeff Hyman. Hindman, maybe. Hindman. Maybe Hindman. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And anyway, and Julie Wallace played the mom, and this girl named Tracy played Lisa. We did this scene, And then every once in a while, Mr. Janes, who is he's the professor that I talk about in a bunch of my songs and stuff. He changed my life. But he would get on these.
I should start listening to your songs.
He would get on the fuck shit. No need. He would get on these tirades and he would just start being a dick for no reason. And so he's just like, "What is the motivation of this scene?" I'm like, Mr. James, I don't know. I mean, going to a party? No, it's got to be bigger. There's always something bigger in every time. I'm like, man, I don't think so. I think that's it. Anyway, it was a whole ridiculous thing. At the end of it, I ended up making him laugh, and I got off the hook. But trying to find the motivation in this scene is tough.
So what do you do for a living, Al?
I'm an independent businessman.
Al, Dad? My dad's a plumber, and he's into plumbing, and well, I guess you plumb, right, Dad?
Well, I guess you plumb, right, Dad?
I guess, yeah.
It's fucking genius. I doubt it was written in the script that way.
Right, yeah.
I'm sure that it was his interpretation of the line that made that fucking work.
Yeah, the dad is perfect, though. Perfect.
Yeah,
I'm an
definitely.
independent businessman.
He reminded me of Randy Quaid a lot.
He did me, too. Yeah, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You get the hell out of here before I throw you out.
Don't threaten me, Al. You're out of shape. I'll kick your ass.
Said, don't threaten me, Al. Again, say that shit all the time. You're out of shape. I'll kick your ass. I mean, I just remember this one being like, this is like one of the more memorable scenes of like are we going to get into the, Mom, I never toss off.
Have you ever wondered how sad it is that your son's only sexual outlet is tossing off to magazines in the bathroom?
Oh, Gary!
I never tossed off to anything.
You told me you were combing your hair.
I was.
Gary, shut up.
I've never
The water's running all day.
I've never
Shut up.
The water's running.
I've never tossed off.
Tell your own mother.
Shut up.
So
The
good.
water's
Running all day long.
You told me you were doing your hair.
I was.
That's so fucking bad.
So
that,
good.
if I had to pull one line out of the movie, that's it. That's the line.
I never toss off to anything.
Oh my god! You told me you were doing your hair.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's
so
hilarious.
good. And definitely, so that was the climactic moment of my high school theater career. If I could pinpoint
They let you
one.
do that?
Oh yeah. I mean, we could. The thing was with theater is you got to remember that like a lot of it is pretty fucking crazy. So like we would do scenes from Hair and shit. And I
Never seen it.
And we would do a lot of things that were pretty over the top, and we could get away with it because it was theater.
Right.
And so, I mean, swear words.
You could cuss.
We could cuss. I mean, we did like full on like.
That makes me mad, man. Because like I told you before, our theater teacher, we just did plays. It was a play. He'd pick everybody in the whole class would get a part. We'd do the play, and then once we did that play, we'd start on another play. We never got to do shit like this. This would be fucking amazing.
Yeah, these were. I mean, we again, the plays were something that you did outside of class.
Yeah, we did them in class.
But and the competitions and stuff like that.
We'd have performances where we would do it after school, and all our parents would come when we're done. But the whole class was just learning the play,
Right?
And it was kind of boring.
Yeah, no, it definitely got pretty interesting because he would have a deal where you would have to come in and read a poem, but you could read song lyrics if you wanted, and the idea was to get you to speak properly,
right?
And try
Diction
to work
and
on your diction and stuff. And so
He's a dick.
And so, but yeah, man, it was. I mean, we had like full makeout scenes in a couple of plays and shit.
Wow.
Like, it was the real
You get to
deal.
pick your partner? Awesome.
Unfortunately, no, but it worked out okay a couple of times.
Did you think Gary was acting a little strangely this evening?
Gary. Who's Gary?
So who is this Gary character? Comes in handy all the time at Bowling for Soup.
Yeah, because
our
Gary.
drummer's name is Gary. Who is Gary?
Do you want Gary to come in on this riff? And you're like, Gary.
Gary. Who is this Gary character?
Who's Gary?
This is your party?
Yeah, well, we like to do this about once a week, throw a little gatherings here. Yeah, little get-togethers, that kind of thing. Haven't you guys been by, or? No. How the heck did we miss these two, Wyatt?
I don't know. So many people, so many parties.
So many people.
You know, so many parties, you know, you lose track.
I love how he says it.
Yeah.
Like he didn't just say it.
Yeah. Gary was just taking a shit. It was that on the door. Like, can we come in? Can I come in and check my face? What's wrong with your face?
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah,
I almost
stuff.
cut that part in. But
Yeah.
Yeah, just that whole scene with them in the bathroom, that was genius.
Could you
That was
excuse
awesome.
us for just a minute, and then we step into the shower?
Let's step into the shower.
I could be wrong, but I think these ladies are stoked for us, Wyatt.
I got that feeling myself.
What do we do?
I don't know.
Should we go for it?
What about Lisa?
She did say we should party.
Look, let's get on with these 2 score points and go back to Lisa. This is like a dream come true.
How about see if we can score the points with these two and deal with the mechanics when we get to them later?
Sounds good.
Okay, but whatever happens, gotta give Lisa a shot. I don't want to hurt her feelings. And the girl's looking for a long, lean bone job from me. Ready to party down? Let's break.
Long, lean bone job.
And he smiles.
So fucking great. So that scene, me and Mike Leach used to recreate that shit all the time. And I mean, just like anytime we were at a fucking some sort of a party or whatever, and it'd just be like, could you excuse us for just a second? We'd be like, yeah, I think these girls are hot for us. What do you want to do? I don't know. I think we should try to do something. Okay. And then afterwards, let's go to Whataburger. Okay. You know.
So what's the deal with Lisa? Can we borrow her?
We can't do that, guys, you know, because common decency prohibits us. We can't.
The fucking can we borrow her is weird.
Yeah, they were a-holes.
Yeah, that like...
Why are you guys being pricks?
Yeah, exactly. Hey,
like,
hey, come on, you know. Oh, man, I mean, but can we borrow her is pretty fucking weird.
Yeah.
So...
We'll let you have...
yeah, and then how do you just let them... how do they give them Deb and Hilly?
Yeah.
How does that... I don't know that that's a thing.
I'm not sure that's a thing
You just tell Deb and Hilly, hey, you belong with these guys now.
You belong to them.
We're borrowing Lisa for the night.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, and I'm not even sure that's a good deal. We're going to borrow Lisa, but we're going to
give you Deb and Hilly. Yeah, I don't know.
That seems weird.
In your race for power and glory, you forgot one small detail.
We forgot to hook up the doll.
You forgot to hook up the doll.
No, you forgot to have a completely new fairy godmother for these turkeys that don't need one, I guess.
Right, yeah.
Because that's not how it works.
And then...
the rocket.
Well,
missile.
a missile. There's a missile in my house, Gary. Chet's coming home. My parents are coming home. They're going to freak out. They're going to shit egg rolls. So, but we missed the fucking scene where, it's like, I mean, I think one of the funniest sort of just throw-in scenes in the whole thing is the grandparents, and they're having their dessert.
I struggled with putting those clips in there because I had 30 clips.
She's like, I hate to think of Wyatt all alone. And he's like, doesn't he have anything to read? And she goes, yes, but you know there's nothing more important to a teenage boy than his grandparent.
And she has the deepest voice ever.
We'll stop by.
I actually listened for his voice compared to her voice, and so he'd be like deep, and then she'd drop way below his.
I'm not gonna stand for this baloney. He won't, you know. He doesn't stand for baloney. It's so good. And then but them in the fucking closet of the pantry. It's like, Wyatt, your parents are downstairs. And when they walk in, see, this is the subtle shit that makes me laugh so hard. Because I just think it's so fucking funny when Anthony Michael Hall walks in, he just goes, Wyatt, your kitchen is blue. So, ow! Rich just fucking chucked up beer.
Oh my god, that scene was
so good.
It is just a throwaway line.
Yeah, Wyatt, your kitchen is blue.
They just keep going.
Yeah, just keep rocking along because are they dead? Quite frankly, they weren't having very much fun at the party. Are those my grandparents?
Shut up, bitch. And as for your ugly ass, let me tell you something. You don't come into my friend's house with your faggot friends driving your motorbikes all over his floors, breaking windows, making a mess, stinking up the place, and believe me, you do stink. And here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna let go of the girls, and you're gonna apologize to all these people. And you're gonna get on your bikes and pedal your ugly asses out of here. So now, we're gentlemen, so we're gonna give you a choice.
Yeah, you can leave in peace.
or you can stay and die.
All right, give me your review of this scene before I say anything.
John Hughes loves the word faggots.
Yeah, well, yeah. So it's used. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
because we talked about that in Breakfast Club, and it's used twice in this movie.
Yeah, I don't want to speak ill of the dead, but I think he may not like gay people.
No, that's not a thing. That's not a thing.
I'm just saying
at
it could
all.
be a thing.
But yeah, I mean, he uses that word like what?
That was a very common word.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like an
'80s
'80s kid would have just said, I don't know, faggot. Like that would have been a thing. That's what? No, that's not what. What is? I don't know. I don't know. Faggot is a David Cross bit. Where David Cross? Do you know David Cross, the comedian? And he's at this beer fest at Atlanta, and he goes up to this guy and he just goes, "Hey, excuse me, is this a line to get the beer or a line to get the tickets to get the beer?" And the guy just looks down at him and he goes, "I don't know, faggot." And he goes, "I don't know, faggot." That's your response and you're waiting in line. Anyway, okay, so that's where I got that.
Is that David and Bob David? Or?
Yeah, Dave and Bob, Mr. Show.
Right, yeah. Okay.
Anyway, very funny stand-up if you get the chance to listen to David Cross. I'll do an endorsement for him.
Okay.
By the way, if you're digging the podcast, you can check out more on patreon.com. You can search Car Sick Fat Kid Productions or Jaret Goes to the Movies and hear much, much more of us rambling and talking about our weeks and me throwing up and all kinds of fucking...
Do you know of anyone cooler than Sheila Ray, David Murray, or Ashley C?
No, I don't
not either.
No, She Ray is the best.
Of course.
And Dave Murray...
we just talked to.
Yeah,
Love
we
that
just
guy.
did it, and we've gotten to know him, and I'm glad you're finally getting to know him as well. Cool, great guy, and his wife Lindsay's awesome. And then Ashley C is our other...
is she a mystery guest?
Yeah, you know what? She just never shows up to our shit. We invite her all the time.
Yeah.
So hopefully she's listening right now and starts
we love you, Ashley C.
Check
Why
your
don't
email.
You love us?
Maybe we're in the spam folder.
Oh, could be.
You never know.
Check your spam folder, Ashley C. Those 3 people are our big-time supporters on Patreon. So we love them a lot. And we love everyone else that's supporting us. Even if you just want to give us like a quarter.
Whatever.
Or $1.
Yeah.
You don't get all the extra bonus stuff until you're giving $3 to $5, that kind of thing. But if you just want to support us, then you could. You know what you could do? You could share our posts on your Facebook.
There you go.
You could share our posts on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Just tell your friends about us. Grab their phone, open up the podcast app on their iPhone, and type in Jaret. And actually, I think that's all you got to type in, and you'll get Jaret Goes to the Movies, and just add it to their queue and tell them how to listen to. Also, that's how you can support us without giving us any money at all, and we'd actually prefer that. If you get us more listeners, we would freaking.
That's the
love
whole
that.
point in
That
the
is
Patreon
whole
thing.
point.
Is we're trying to get more listeners, and we're trying to make this a bigger and better podcast so that we can even do more with it. And so, a lot of people don't realize how easy the Patreon process is. There's no commitment. You can try it for a month. If you don't dig it, whatever. If you pledge $10 and you don't feel like you're getting $10 worth, you can go down to $3. You can go down to nothing. So it's a month by month thing, and it really does help us to do more. And it's kind of exciting because the podcast is growing, and as am I.
Beg your pardon. You have a lovely home.
Terribly sorry. Call me. We'll have lunch.
Can we keep this between us? I'd hate to lose my teaching job.
So you have a lovely home.
You recognize that guy from the Motley Crue Smoking in the Boys Room video.
Yes,
and then the main guy is actually from the Road Warrior movie.
In the same makeup and everything.
In the same makeup and everything.
Yeah, and you can see in the way off in the background, my mom pointed this out to me. I didn't even notice. She was like, "That's the Road Warrior car in the background too." It was like way off in the yard. You could see the car, the Road Warrior car.
Interesting. Yeah, that's really cool. So, I don't know. I mean, this is where it got pretty ridiculous, I think, from Casey's standpoint. Like, it was like it couldn't get any more ridiculous that all of a sudden they created this person and she's magic. But now the fucking Road Warrior is riding motorcycles.
She can make cars appear and disappear.
Well,
Why can't she make people disappear?
I guess. But, I don't know. They had to have some sort of conflict and resolution and had to make them the cool kids. And
it's fairy godmother stuff.
They
It's
pulled it
standard fairy god. Once you look at it as this is fairy godmother stuff, It's fine.
Right.
It all worked for me. Once I said fairy godmother, boom, whatever works.
When the girl was playing the piano and the storm or whatever sucked her out the chimney and you got to see
naked.
And you got to see her tits, were you just like, oh, Jaret remembered that there? Yeah, I was right.
You were right. It was pretty quick though.
She's a Playboy playmate, by the way.
Oh, is she?
Yeah. So she was. I think you can see more of her if you
Casey's
would like
back.
to. If you would like to see more, you can see more of her. Not Casey. We don't just go. Oh, actually, if you'd have been in Mexico with us, there were a few times you could have seen a lot more of Casey because just
a couple bathing suit malfunctions.
Couple of nip slips. Yeah, just a couple. Not a lot.
No.
No.
Like 3.
We stayed on it pretty good.
Chet.
Hi, dudes. I'm sorry, Wyatt. I'm sorry for being such a shit to you all these years. And, gee, well, I want you to know that I love you.
So another one of my really frequently used lines comes right after that, where he goes, "Lisa, you can't leave him like this. It'll ruin Christmas." And so
did you know that
I will say
when they originally filmed this, it was played by a human in like a fur coat. But then George Lucas came
Shut up,
like several years.
Okay.
And he added
Star
the Jabba the
Wars,
Hutt
right.
as a.
Is this CGI? Like
No,
you love
it's not
CGI, don't you?
It was pretty gross.
You like
though.
it a lot.
I did not like the Gooey Brother version.
No.
But I also don't like flat tops, so I don't really know which one's better.
Yeah. Well, the gooey guy has a flat top.
That haircut was horrible.
Right? I don't get it.
It was really super flat to where it was like bald kind of in the middle.
That's how you do flat tops a lot of times. You do them real short.
Well, that's fine. But then he had really long hair on the side.
That was combed up.
It was combed up and back to the back of his head, and it was like greased, had super mousse to keep it slicked back. And then under that part was really short as it faded into his head.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
I've had clients that would come in, they'd be like, "You don't do flat tops, or you can't do flat tops." I'd be like, "I can, but I'm not going to."
We?
You had a work associate at Mel's Barbershop that had a flat top for a while.
Did Stuart get a flat top?
He had a flat top before he had the pompadour. He had a flat top.
He had a mohawk once too. The whole spectrum. He did.
And then, but Mel used to do flat tops all the time.
Yeah, she did. Mel and Rachel did them. I just wouldn't.
Yeah, no. I wonder what I don't know. The only flat top that makes sense to me that I can think of is Howie Long, the football analyst.
Mel said hi to me on Tinder.
That's right.
She did.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't know if it was Tinder.
She said hello
You're
to
not
Rich
you're not
on
her
Tinder.
She likes Latino males.
I could pass for a Latino, couldn't I?
No.
I'm dark.
I don't know. I just saw you try to salsa and it didn't really
Yeah, that's true.
happen.
It was more like I was trying to get undressed.
It's going down. Rich is on Tinder.
He has a TV, a 70-incher.
Oh, man.
Tinder's fun. I like to swipe around on like the girls at work. So I like help them out whenever they'll like do haircuts.
Okay.
They'll be like, "I have a client here. Just handle this for me."
Handle
Jared will
my
call
Tinder
and I'm
for
like,
me.
"Hold on, I'm online dating."
It's Tinder, though. That's just like a hookup site, right?
No,
I don't
none
know.
of them
It's
are
branched
hookup
out a
sites.
little more.
None of them are hookup sites.
Well, I don't know how you say that. You hooked up with all of them.
No, none of them are hookup sites.
Yeah, but Tinder is definitely the one
More
where
casual.
you can just get on there and you can just go bone somebody that night.
Yeah, there's an option that says you're just interested in sex.
No one does. No.
Yes, they do.
The guy from Modern Family does it. The big guy that plays the gay guy from Kansas City. You probably know him.
Because I'm on Tinder too.
No, because you're on Grindr too.
Or is it Grindr?
No, he's first
Grindr's
of all,
the gay
that
guy
guy's
one.
not.
Oh,
gay.
that's the gay one. No,
The big
he's
guy's
not gay. He's on
right.
Tinder. He talks about it he talked about it on Howard. He gets on there and just goes and does it to people.
A lot of people do, like famous people.
Yeah.
A 70-incher.
So all in all, Weird Science, fucking honestly, I found it just as great
It was awesome.
as I did back in the day.
I really did. I smiled
Super
the whole time.
funny.
Yeah.
All the warm fuzzy scenes were still warm and fuzzy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But again, I feel like there's not a lot of movies where every other line is a punchline.
Yeah.
It struck me as I was watching it today, like very not feeling good and a little tired And, I mean, I laughed the whole time. Boy, I feel like we just fucking capsized or some shit. What the fuck just happened?
Should we talk about the soundtrack?
Yeah, let's talk about the soundtrack.
So, the soundtrack, Weird Science, the song, Oingo Boingo.
Mm-hmm.
Really their only big hit, right?
Danny Elfman, though.
I learned that this year.
That he is...
He's my favorite TV/movie composer.
He does everything.
He does everything. And apparently, what's the guy's name that did Edward Scissorhands?
Tim Burton.
Tim Burton. Apparently, Tim Burton feels the same way about Danny Elfman that I do because that's the only guy he ever uses on any of his movies.
Danny Elfman does all kinds of shit on TV, and I mean,
he did the Desperate Housewives theme. He does all kinds of stuff.
You know who his wife is?
Simpsons. He did the Simpsons.
Yeah. Do you remember who you know who his wife is?
Don't say Jenna Elfman. That's his niece or something.
No, but you remember the Dharma and Greg?
No, that's Jenna Elfman. That's his niece.
That's his wife.
No, that's his niece.
No, he married his niece. It's like a Jerry Lee Lewis thing.
It's not. They didn't
That was
marry
his
her.
cousin.
You're the worst.
I just made that shit up.
I know. No, that's his niece.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's his niece.
Good for her.
No, but he is amazing. Like everything he's ever done, and as a matter of fact, I can usually pick it out. If I hear a song or a theme or something to a TV show or a movie, I can go, I bet that's fucking Danny Elfman. And then sure enough, it's Danny Elfman.
Yeah.
I do that all the time. He's great.
All the time?
Yeah, all the time.
I mean, there are a lot of songs on this. I mean, there's Pretty Woman by Van Halen, Wanted Man by Rat, which you said earlier.
Yes.
I mean, it's fucking crazy.
I kept getting surprised by the soundtrack going, oh, that's fucking awesome.
Guys, follow me on Twitter, JARET2113, and on Instagram. You can find me on Snapchat too, but I'm not really ever on there.
Yeah, no, I follow you on Snapchat, not one single thing.
He's not allowed to have friends on Snapchat.
Well, oh, yeah, because girls will send you vagina shots.
Hope Solo.
Yeah, so send your send your vagina shots to Rich, and he will screenshot the shit out of them for me, and we'll do that.
Yeah.
Rich, what you got?
I'm on Twitter, Rich_Coleman. Don't follow me because you're just stupid if you do, because I don't ever post anything on there. But follow Jaret at Jaret Movies.
Yeah, that's us.
Because
Please like our Facebook page, Jaret Goes to the Movies. And again, check out our Patreon page. It's lots more content, pre-show, post-show, outtakes, and lots of fun stuff. It's been fun. It's been real. And I think I'm going to go puke.